Something's up with this lighting. Under the friggin' sun, man. Hello peeps, how are we getting on? I thought I'd just check in and just talk about what's going on in my life at the moment and just life in general. Trying to do this in like a one take, so yeah, we'll keep it natty. Yeah, so right now I'm situated in Cheltenham. If you don't know where that is, Google map it. It's near Bristol, Bath. I'm sort of just down here for work really. And I've been here for about 2 weeks now. So yeah, today's a Sunday. It's just gone 9. And I've just come back from church. It's not something I usually do on a Sunday. I don't usually go to church. My parents sort of raised me up in a Catholic household, and yeah, I only go when I just feel like going really. And which brings me on to another subject. Yeah, that's Hershey's bar that I picked up this morning because we're planning to go gym later, and I'm really hungry from this cup. Black coffee. Yeah, we got a few topics to go over. Trying to get my head around what to talk about first. So yeah, I'm probably not different to you guys. You probably work a 9 to 5, 5 days a week, 6 days a week. My hours are from 9:30 to 6:30, 6 days a week. And yeah, it does get hectic. As in, like, trying to juggle hobbies, going out, social life, vlogging. I mean, yeah, gym in the morning is usually what happens. So 5 AM alarm goes off. I get to the gym about 6. I like to take my time in the morning. Yeah, it's a nice solid routine at the moment. Yeah, I just wanted to talk about like how I'm currently dealing with problems at work, whether it may be anything, like from dealing with people to staff to clients or customers or whatever. I mean, how do you guys deal with it? Like, leave a comment in this section below. For me, it's sort of changing up the routine, giving it something a bit different, looking at things from a different angle. So I went to church this morning. I mean, I wasn't going there to expect something to get out of it, but it was more like, how do I introduce something in my life to sort of mix things up and look at it from a different angle, you know? So yeah. Also, yeah, I'm planning to do a bit of cardio later after my back session. So I'm going to include a few clips of maybe some boxing, a few like rounds of boxing, yeah, get back into that. Try not to ruin my shoulders. Yeah, initially it was just to maybe vent out, but at the same time it's not that healthy, is it? Because let's say, for example, you can't vent out, what are you going to do? Or you might end up venting out on a person or doing something silly, you know? So yeah, another topic I wanted to talk about was money. Like, what, can't even get my head around it. Like, the things people do for money, the things people sacrifice for money. I'm starting to see money as some sort of drug. I mean, a lot of people have probably felt like that in the past, or still do think that money is a drug. For example, let's say you've never earned money before and someone's just given you it. Obviously the initial thought of having money in your account or in your pocket is like, whoa, shit, like, this is insane. Like, it allows me to do so much with it. But then what happens when you hit a figure of X amount? You're gonna want more. You're gonna want like ×2 of that. So then you're gonna go out of your way maybe, or even do things you never thought you would have wanted to do before to achieve that. And it's just that chase of that high that you get from getting that salary, or earning that thing you wanted, or buying something, and you're gonna want more and more and more, until what happens one day when you suddenly lose all that money like that. It's like a drug. What happens when you suddenly come off? You're gonna hit a low. So it's just, for myself at the moment, you know, I'm almost 24, you know, just focusing on working life and trying to juggle things around that, and yeah, saving up really. But in my head I'm thinking like, yeah, there's a lot of things I want to save up for. Doesn't have to be specific, like a car or a new camera or a holiday or anything. It's just the whole idea of saving up is to think I want more and I want it now, sort of thing, because patience in today's world is not what a lot of people have, including myself. You know, when you start comparing yourself to people on social media, especially, that's, you know, when it gets a bit mind-boggling. Oh, I've not had this in forever. So yeah, I was just thinking, like, a lot of problems obviously arise from money, like a shortage of it, or where you distribute it. That's all in the management up in here. You can't exactly write down where each penny goes and expect it to go out there, because, you know, it's forever changing. Well, it depends on the business you're in anyway, but it's a lot to think about, and it's all about finding ways to distract yourself from the main goal, as it were, because sometimes there's not a lot you can do about it unless you're a 24-hour investment banker and, you know, your figures go up and down or whatever. Then this video means nothing. Yeah, I just thought, like, the whole idea of chasing a goal that is tied to a bank account figure is totally ridiculous. I mean, what happens if your source of income cuts off tomorrow, or the place you work at, like, shuts down or whatever? Not necessarily what are you gonna do, but more like how are you gonna feel when that hits. So yeah, I mean, I can't even answer that question myself. It's more or less like, find other things that are worth chasing for, not necessarily what makes you happy, because that changes on even a daily basis or hourly basis. Yeah, another random thing, like on this cut, I've really been craving chocolate bars, no, specifically protein bars, and it's very hard to find one. I will vlog, I've eaten all my protein bars, so I can't show you the wrapper or anything, but I will show you later on which protein bar I do get. And I'm not tied to, I'm not sponsored by them or anything, I just really do like them. But yeah, I find chocolate bars in general, whether you're cutting or not, or whether you're bulking, they're just really easy calories to get in before a workout. I just find them like really digestible for myself. I don't find things like rice or chicken like great for pre-workout, because I just can't digest it in time. And even if it were like a bowl of Cocoa Pops, it'd be very small. It wouldn't be too big. It just gets me bloated, and I just don't feel right during my workout. I do actually have clips of me talking to the camera like this, one-to-one, instead of going around showing you really cool stuff, lots of food, gym footage. But I just don't think some of the clips I've recorded have been worth like publishing. It's not like I'm camera shy or anything, or like I have problems talking like in public or whatever. It's not that. It's more or less, I just think a lot of the stuff I've said before that have been boring, or like I haven't introduced myself as like a character that's worth watching. But the vlogs from now on, they're probably going to include a lot more talking bits like this, a bit more informational, instead of like montage sick stuff to look at. And yeah, it's in actually my room, like, so if you see like baby pics around, they're not my kids. But yeah, this is current condition. Trying to get some flipping good lighting, man. Sitting at kg wise, just hovering around 60ish, which is, I don't know, about 134ish pounds, something like that. But yeah, that chocolate bar's loyal, man. I can't really see the vascularity anymore, it's disappeared, like. But yeah, if you're wondering, like, I didn't go gym like this. I didn't go to church like this, man. Just threw on a vest, like, after I come back. So then peeps, what is up with this lighting, man? Awful. Yes, we are back from the gymnasium. Finally found some good lighting, man. I mean, I don't know what that clap's for, that's just unnecessary sound effects. But yeah, this is the protein bar I was raving on about. But yeah, I might have included like a Holland & Barrett clip. They went off for £1. A pound's a pound, mate. There's nothing. Macros I've probably got on screen now. The highlight is 15 grams of protein, 1.3 grams of sugar, if you're interested in that. Normally accompanied by a banana, slices of apples. If you're cutting, a good idea for apples is cut them up in smaller slices so they last longer. I mean, not that much longer, but it kind of helps. Yeah, I'm just gonna like include like a sort of full day of eating on 2,100 calories, I think, or should be anyway. But what I like to do is I like to track whatever I fancy eating first, and then go from there. Otherwise, like, I'll play about with MyFitness Pal and my dinner will look like shite. It'll be like 3/4 of a pizza or something, or I just do it out of like whatever is easier for my sort of lifestyle. I mean, who knows, like when it comes to dinner I might not fancy that pepperoni pizza I put down. I might fancy a ham and pineapple one instead. Like, fuck it, man. You gotta be flexible when it comes to dieting, man. Like, so it's a long flipping thing, man. But yeah, looking like fairly flat, somewhat like lean. Wouldn't say shredded just yet, but yeah, we're gonna get there. Oh, and I was that flipping hungry. I already had one of these already. Yeah, cake bars. Just because I can't be asked to record again, I'm just gonna flipping have another one. Like, oh yeah, almond milk as well. Don't worry, that will all be calculated in the macros. So yeah, this is a Nutramino Nutra-Go cake bar, double rich chocolate. What a name! I mean, it's very unnecessary, but there we are. I actually cut my fingernails as well. The reason why I had them long is like I actually need them for work, like specifically for work. But it's not that I'm a unhygienic bastard. I mean, I don't know. Let you decide. So yeah, cake bar literally resembles a cake bar, like a mini roll or something. What you get from it isn't like a normal chewy protein bar. To be honest, I don't actually know what's in it in terms of ingredients. I mean, you can read the label, but I'm an illiterate little knobhead. I don't read things, so you can do that yourself. It's actually not chewy at all. I can guarantee you that. Oh, I've also been like taking one of these like every morning. Well, just with like any meal, just one a day, just to emphasize the fact that I'm hitting my macros every day. If you happen to work out and you find you're going through headphones because you're smashing the bar on your chest and you're cracking your headphones, or they're constantly coming out, they're getting yanked out during your cardio, these bad boys, JBuds. Initially they were £50 from Argos, but then O2 Priority does some sort of deal, like they always do, and they gave me a £10 discount. So what I did was I bought it, used it for about 3-4 days. I am slipping off this bed, flipping out. Yes, I actually bought it for £50, used it for about 2-3 days, and I know they're dodgy when it comes to like returning earphones, because it's the whole hygiene thing. Because like, who wants to return a piece of earphone with like some crusty ass wax that's on there? I mean, I wouldn't accept it. Like, anyways, so yeah, I returned it, got the money back from it, paid it off at the O2 and got £10 back. I mean, how's that for being a cheapo? But yeah, money's money, mate. It does come with a charging pod. It looks like this little thing, USB charging pod, and you place it in and it charges. I will mention though, the battery life in it is dreadful, man. Dreadful. Like, it's only 3 hours, which I'm not saying I work out for 4 hours, but if you want to use it like on the go, as it says on the go here, you're gonna have to charge it like every time. I suppose like the charging pod does charge it for an extra 3 times, so it's like 14 hours of playtime. Open it up like you're proposing to someone. And you got these blue lights, which means it's charging, and then that's what's left of the battery life in the actual pod itself. So yeah, it's quite neat and tidy. For about, I wouldn't recommend like flipping playing baseball with it, but it is quite sturdy from the looks of it anyway. They're quite bulky, so every time there's only like one function button which presses. Every time it's just flipping, what's that, right here. goes in like that. Every time you press it in, it's really uncomfortable. Like you're literally changing the whole position of it going in. So I wouldn't, if you're gonna like use it for instructions, like do it on your phone. It's easier. Yeah, one thing I've noticed about like cutting in general, like skin like fairly like clears up a little bit, mainly because my sugar intake probably isn't as high, or my fat intake probably isn't as high as it was when I was bulking. Or I don't know what like happens to your skin whilst you're bulking, but you kind of get like these breakouts. But with cutting, it kind of clears it up. It's like with every pound you drop, some of that is like excess dead cells, maybe. But yeah, water intake's obviously a big factor. You know, if you're like working a lot and you need to walk around, it's not ideal to smash water every 2-3 hours, but like, I don't know. Yeah, I've been getting up at like flipping dodgy hours in the morning just to go for a wee, man. Or maybe I'm hungry, I don't know. If on a cut, or if just in general, you don't eat chocolate, you don't eat yogurt, you don't drink milk, you don't have cheese. Basically, if you don't have any dairy products, you're just gonna lack in calcium. Calcium's like really important for me because I have like small tiny bones anyway. But yeah, just the whole idea of like losing mass, or the objective to lose fat, like mainly. So you're actually just losing body mass in general. You don't really want that to be any bone density that you're losing, because that's like only what happens to like old people or people with like cancer. So yeah, have like some sort of calcium intake just in case osteoporosis, really. If you don't know what that is, then read a book. Potassium levels on the cut, keep that shit high, because I've noticed whilst I've been cutting, I'm more prone to cramps now. I don't specifically know how much potassium I'm hitting, but I'm gonna at least have 1 banana a day. And just overall salt intake. I know a lot of people cut out salt in general just because like they don't like the high sodium sort of diet, but I always include some sort of sodium in my food, like from soy sauce or something, mainly just because it's just the oriental thing to do. Like, we're literally just tuning into my boy's vlog that he just uploaded. So yeah, hopefully this camera doesn't fall out the window. Anyways, so yeah, this is the official premiere, as it were. Looks like we're having cheese and garlic pizza bread from Tesco's, frozen on macros, whatever. By the way, if you're cutting, stay away from these, man. Flipping, oh man, stay away from them. They're flipping insane. Oh yeah, just a little tip so you don't like get your pizza stuck on the foil or whatever you're baking. Use like the 1 cal spray, just bam, bam. Ah, bollocks, we've only gone and burnt it. So this is supposedly 265 grams of lean beef that's already been diced. And we're gonna have Blue Dragon soy sauce, which is pretty good. Like, I got that from Iceland. So yeah, we'll have 12 grams. Yeah, that'll do. Mint sauce, like proper mint meat. Yeah, 35 grams of that. So yeah, that'll do. We'll just mix it up a little bit. And that is a killer combo, mate. Mint sauce, it looks like trash now, but mint sauce and dark soy sauce. To be honest, I'm not really pleased at how the garlic bread's come out. I mean, it's pretty much burnt. It looks like a bloody meat feast. Also, I forgot to mention the dark soy sauce is low cal, so you can go crazy with that. Yeah, so the selection of choice is garlic bread pizza and beef. Of course, that's not a lot of fibre, and yeah, I wouldn't say there's a good reason for that. It's just my choice of food is quite lacking in fibre, but I make up for it from the protein bars. I don't usually have them every day, but if I were behind on fibre, then I'd just eat a little bit more bread. But yeah, I don't tend to eat a lot of meat anymore because I can't digest it for some reason. I feel really bloated the next day. So yeah, I'll be having a protein shake later. What I usually do, right, is if there's leftover soy sauce / mint sauce, whatever, I just dip this in there, and it's great. Oh, and this here is just a bit of squash, sugar-free Robinson squash. Bit of TM Cycles on at the moment. Yes, peeps. Thought I'd just head out for a bit because staying indoors all day is grim. And like, it's nice to feel alive and out in the world, whether it's scary or not. But yeah, you're not really meant to stay indoors all day, are you? You just end up a little bit like a gamer or whatever. Anyways, nice little park. Yeah, just felt a bit grim, like staying indoors and sitting down, and just nice, like seeing people, man. Yeah. Anyways, yeah, walking just sort of helps to digest your food, so you don't end up staying in or going straight to bed and stomach's going all over the place, farting and shit. You might as well just fart out here, man. Yeah, this park's like really nice. Oh, that is a nice boulder. So yeah, this is pretty much typical Sunday, or not even just Sunday, just any sort of time I have to myself when like people aren't bugging me to do stuff at work or just in general. Yeah, I think like most amount of time you can have to yourself to actually like be selfish, that's like the best thing you can do, because no one else is gonna look after you, so why not, mate? And yeah, I'm also walking about trying to increase my my Tinder radius, so I'm more available to the species. Fucking hell, mate, this is an arm workout, like carrying this phone around. Fucking hell. Yeah, what I pretty much do is I don't really know the area that well. I just sort of cut through parks, trees, get lost, and then try and get lost on the way back and just burn calories like this. Now, what I usually do is like I get on the phone to my mum. She makes some friends, man. Yeah, like mad, mate. Mad scenes. I hope I'm not gonna get in trouble for like filming kids and but yeah, let's try and find like a park bench or something so I can just ramble. Oh, there's sort of a reason why I'm wearing like shades when I'm walking through the park, because AP was a bit of a knobhead, and yeah, I tend to just get like really bad pink eye when I walk through parks during the summer. So shades it is. Yeah, it's also nice wearing shades. You can just check out girls without like feeling guilty. It's just blatant that you just stare at them. And if they stare at you back, or even though these are see-through anyway, then what can you do? What can they do? Yeah, we bagged ourselves a little spot where at least the lighting's decent, or at least I'm visible, maybe. Yeah, I just want to get something off my chest, like just so I can sort of clear it up myself. As far as like content creating goes, or YouTube content / views / everything on YouTube, I don't actually have any plans or care much about per se making it on YouTube. It's more or less just a hobby for me to switch things up about my life. Like a lot of people go travelling, they like take Snapchats, Insta stories, but they have like no memory of it. So there's one, I can just keep these as memories. Also, like, what do people actually do nowadays outside of work if they're not playing football with their mates, drinking down at the pub, which doesn't really do much for me. Usually like pub banter is more or less about my team's better than yours, flipping chat about 22 people we've never flipping met before, but let's argue that 11 of these people are better than the other. Just bores me really. Yeah, it's sort of just going on a tangent, but yeah, I fell out of interest with football ever since that like BT contract. They just put too much money into it and they get rid of players, rid of managers, so why am I going to bother following the team when they can't even support their own club? Anyways, as far as the YouTube goes, yeah, it's just a spanner in the works, isn't it? It's just something different than I don't know. I don't know if I fear of being average or fear of falling into your current work, have kids, get married, buy a house, all that stuff. It's more or less just like just a cool hobby, man. Yeah. But and if people like think my videos are crap, like who actually like, I don't even care, man. Like if someone said to me like you're ugly, I'd be like, yeah, well, I'm not, so yeah. Or like if someone said you're not funny, I'd be a bit offended, like. But if someone said, yeah, your videos are crap, they're boring, I'd be like, mate, cool. And then I'd just like brush it off and just make cooler videos, or at least try to. But then at the end of the day, like, who else is doing it? So yeah, as far as making it, like, it'd be cool to like meet some big YouTubers and like per se vibe with them. But yeah, as far as it goes, traveling, making content, talking to devices, decent little hobby. Like, I also find it like quite motivating sometimes to know that like I'm vlogging or at least creating content, thinking, oh, what's the next chapter, or should I get like in decent shape for this holiday because I know I'll be like vlogging it, or I'll be taking like some edgy pics for Insta where I'm holiday lean. But yeah, it's not for everyone. Like, really, it's not for everyone. I wouldn't even bother saying it's for myself, but I'm just having a crack at it, seeing how it goes, and hopefully we'll see more. It's legit the best angle I can get at this time, and I can be bothered to do. See a crouching tiger, hidden penis. Usually I have like, well, it wouldn't be like a full day of cutting without ice cream now, would it? No, I always have ice cream at the end of the day. People opt for like a cottage cheese or whatever, but usually low calorie ice creams are high protein. It doesn't have the macros on it, but I know it's 150 calories. Just open the lid and it comes with a spoon. This spoon's quite sick because it's so friggin' tiny, right? And it takes like, it's like cement, man. It takes like forever to pick at it and eat it. Whereas if you got like a flipping spatula or something, you could literally take that in one scoop, mate. And also that is just literally just 25 grams of protein. 25 grams of protein? 25 grams away. Just to fill up my protein numbers because I'm like trying to hit the odd 1 gram per pound of body weight when cutting. So if I'm like 130 odd, I'm trying to hit about 140. Well, when I was a bit bulkier, this This wasn't as baggy, man. But screw it. Who's judging, man? Flipping IFBB's watching, like. But yeah, this flavor's banging, man. Don't get the salted caramel one. Salted caramel one sucks, man. Get the chocolate drizzle. I mean, how good does that sound, mate? Chocolate drizzle. But yeah, the only reason why I'm not having 2 or 3 is because I already like had that Hershey's chocolate bar in the morning. Usually I just like opt for like fruit or an apple and then save my calories for later. But yeah, that's taking away the fats from this. So, oh, and also I would highly recommend not just this brand of ice cream, but the other low-calorie big tub ones, like from Aldi, that are in the previous vlogs, or at least in the Dublin vlog. They're only like 300 to 350 calories. I know Halo Top does it, but it's pricey as hell, man. These usually come in like multi-packs of 4, and they're on offer in Iceland, so pretty good, mate. From my experience, I'm not a doctor, but if you eat ice cream like every day and pizza like I do, you're hitting dairy, so you don't really need like almond milk or cow's milk. But yeah, that's just my 2 cents on it. I've been picking away at this for like a while now. That's not even like a quarter of it done, mate. Sorry, mate, this angle is... I can't be asked to get it any higher. Like, why don't I just sit down? I'll just be a normal person and sit down. I think the idea of getting lean, or at least dieting anyway, is it's a funny one, because people are like, be creative, have variety, eat everything you can possibly and fit it in your macros. But usually, like, the best thing is something that's consistent, or something you can at least stick to anyway. If someone said to me, or before I knew anyway about macros, if someone said to me, mate, you can have pizza and ice cream every single day, like, and you're able to get leaner, I'd be like, nah, mate, you're lying. It's too good to be true. I'm living proof, mate. You're gonna see in about 5 weeks what the end result is. I could be in hospital, but you're gonna see me at least get lean before I end up in hospital. Wait. I'm pretty friggin' lean now, mate. That's like after a couple meals, man. Imagine in 5 weeks' time. Oh, I'll have to show you my my Fitness Pal. My MyFitness Pal. I'm recording this as of apparently yesterday because it's past midnight now. I should be asleep. But anyways, we started the breakfast off with a cookies and cream Hershey's bar. There it is tracked. We had our lunch. That's actually 2 protein bars because each bar is 57 grams. There's a garlic bread pizza. And we finished the day with a grand total of 2,074 calories. We've hit our protein. And the fats are fairly high for today, but that's alright. We're not training technically today, so carbs don't need to be as high. But ideally, I'd want fat to be around 54-ish and the rest on carbs. Sodium seems alright. I don't usually look at that, but yeah, we've done alright. Yeah, just a side note. I think fountains are pretty cool. They look really pretty, and they imitate the sound of somebody going for a wee.